if you get into any relationship with the attitude of what can I get out of it, it's going to create tension within the relationship, and it's going to create disharmony within the relationship, and it's going to create suffering when the relationship ends. All right? If you get into a relationship understanding that this is part of a broader project of my own self-development, my own growth as a human being, then you no longer treat the relationship as an end in itself. The relationship isn't the thing that I get into to be satisfied. The relationship is the thing that I get into to advance my higher, broader, more important goal in life of my own self-development. That's the reason you get into a relationship, because you know that my own self-development is essential. This is a good part, there's an essential part of it. The reason you get into it is because you've recognized essentially, and this is putting it, sounds very clinical, but the reason you're getting into the relationship is because you've recognized my own self-development demands that I get into a relationship. Like I said, I've got physical, sensory, emotional, and intellectual and other demands that need to be addressed, and that can only legitimately and effectively be addressed in a relationship. So that's why I do it. I'm here because of my project of self-development. In the process, I need to study and reflect in the mornings. I need to have a gratitude practice. I need to make sure I have a service to a community. I need to make sure I control certain prohibited desires. I need to make sure I get into a marriage. I need to make sure I do this and this and this. So it's not that you're getting into the marriage to get something out of it. The reason that you're getting into it is because you've recognized it's an essential part of the broader project of your own human growth. Now, if you get into it for the reason to get something out of it, that's when all of the problems arise. That's when it seems to be complex. Because everyone's, competing self-interests are there. So you place it within a larger context. And when you place it within a larger context, what it means is that it's no longer now the defining feature of your life. So that's why it's so important to have self-development as a goal in life. Because it doesn't matter what happens at the material domain. It doesn't matter what happens physically to your relationships. It doesn't matter what happens emotionally, intellectually, morally. At no point are you stopped from pursuing that goal of self-development. It'll always be there. Married, unmarried, I can still do it. People love me, people hate me, I can still do it. I'm rich, I'm poor, I'm employed, I'm unemployed. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you can always. So when I say it's important to put it in, have that goal, it's important that we reflect upon its importance, and then we'll naturally put it in ourselves. So if we believe that self-development is important, then it changes the way that we relate to every other aspect of life. We become more objective to it. We become less dependent, less bound to it.